Can you guys hear both me and the music? Time to sit on a cat. Excellent. All right. So, in the beginning of the book, I skipped over a couple of ones that were only 2 to 3 pages. So I think tonight we're going to read 2 to 3 of the shorter ones instead of one long bedtime story. I hope that's okay. Music could be a bit louder. I can fix that. It's just supposed to be background music. What do you think? Orange! She is orange with Subaru. I went through the comments last night after I left, and I saw your comment. It made me so happy. Music's kind of loud. Okay. How is that? Too much, or is it good? Because I can't hear it on my end. I can only hear the game music. I can't hear the bedtime music. Orange, I'm so glad to have you here. Welcome. Music's better now? Too loud. How is that? Lower a tiny bit? Too much? Did I go too far? Because if we said it once, I don't ever have to mess with it again. Perfect. Perfect? Because I can go a little bit higher and lower. We only have to ever do this one time. Good? Okay. So we're going to do a couple of short stories. The ones that we missed. Orange is attracting piranhas. Is Mara even still here? I hope she is. All right. Yes, we are all aggressive and attacking. Good. All right, Mara, I'm glad. Announcements. And I should have read this first, but I wanted to jump into a full story for our first story time. All right. Announcements. Thank you for coming to the show. Before tonight's performance begins, there are a few announcements. Please pay attention. Flash photography is not permitted at any time during the show. Also, there is no recording of any kind allowed during the show. This includes both audio and video recording, as well as sketching, journaling, documentary, making mental notes, reminiscing, reviewing, or remembering anything at all with your mind. Any recording devices that we find will be taken away from you and juggled recklessly by the clown you see standing near the left exit. Please do not mentally undress the performer. Also, do not mentally put silly outfits on the performer or mentally touch any of the performer's clothes. Please mentally avoid the performer's outfit altogether. You are not permitted to lip sync any portion of the show. If you do and we catch you, one or both of your lips may be removed from the building. In the event of a fire, please use the fire exits, but not the one on the right wall. That one is just a supply closet with a sign that says fire exit over it. Do not open that door. There are explosives behind it. If you happen to catch on fire during the show, do not panic or wave your arms around or scream, or we will give you something to panic and wave your arms around and scream about. It is illegal to yell fire in a crowded theater. If there is a fire, please yell something else instead, like flames, or smoke maker, or bad hot. Please refrain from smoking during the show. Anyone who is caught smoking will be shot with our meat gun. Fighting will not be tolerated in the theater at any time. If you have a problem with someone, please see one of our blow dart vendors. If you talk during the show, you will be asked to leave and may be forced to talk for up to 72 hours straight in our chatter chamber. If someone is making too much noise, do not say shh unless you want to get squirted with the hose. Please keep the number of woos to 2 or fewer per person. If you exceed this number, which our woo counter will be watching for, you will receive an electric shock of memorable force. Do not heckle the performer. Heckling is strictly prohibited. Making a noise that sounds like pshh while judgmentally shaking your head is also not permitted. If the performer dives off the stage and you move out of the way, then you will be dived right out of the building. Also, crowd surfing is prohibited unless you have a body that most people in the crowd would want to fondle. We do not allow dwarf tossing. If you toss a dwarf, the dwarf will be tossed right back at you, but faster. Drunken behavior will not be tolerated, except by those who are being hilarious. Please turn off all cell phones and pagers. If you have a pager, please return it to the 90s. Goatees are not allowed in the theater under any circumstances. If you have a goatee, then you need to see one of our speed barbers immediately. If you have a goatee and a ponytail, then you should just leave now. While it is not legally prohibited, we ask that you do not call anyone dog during the show. Also, please note that anyone named L-Train will be rolled down the stairs. If at any time a security person asks you to leave, please do not resist. However, if it is Earl, please resist. Please do not sit on your boyfriend's shoulders during the show. Women with perky breasts can ignore this rule. A man in a trench coat may offer you a glow stick at some point during tonight's performance. Do not accept the glow stick unless you're prepared to accept it right up your nose. If you are choking, please stop it because it is prohibited. There is a significant risk that you will be hit with a tambourine at some point during tonight's show. Also, the person seated in row G, seat 28, will be catapulted later into the small hammock that is hanging between the rafters. By entering this venue, you consent to being filmed, recorded, taped up, watched, studied, and smelled. You also consent to having your image duplicated, stretched, plastered, mocked, mimicked, misrepresented, and printed on any promotion materials, including but not limited to t-shirts, panties, silly aprons, propaganda posters, pasties, jock straps, and commemorative yarmulkes. If you happen to be standing near the confetti cannon, do not be alarmed if you lose your ability to see and/or hear for up to 6 months. Not responsible for lost or stolen limbs. Finally, please do not fall asleep during the show. If you yawn, a marble or small pellet may be carefully tossed into your mouth. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you don't, be prepared to suffer the consequences. Now on with the show. Alright, that was the end of the announcements. One more, we will do Hotline. Dizzy, hello! Welcome. Chapter 2, Hotline. Operator, hello. Awkward and lonely in public hotline, Debbie speaking. Wait, let me reread that. Operator, hello. Awkward and lonely in public hotline, Debbie speaking. Dave, hey there. Operator, checking your phone number now and bringing up your file for confirmation. Here it is. Let's see. Okay, Dave. Dave, it looks like hey there is your activation greeting. Dave, are you in a public place or at a social gathering and feeling awkward or lonely right now? Dave, yes. Operator, alright. If you're at a party, say totally. If you're just out alone somewhere in public, say, totally, bro. Dave, totally. Operator, okay, Dave, I'm going to talk you through this party. Just follow my instructions. If you're ready, just say, all right. But let it ring out like you're responding to a buddy who just gave you some really good news. All right. Operator, great. Now just nod and smile for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and say, she called me twice today. Dave, dude, she called me twice today. Operator, great. Nice touch with the dude. Now go ahead and laugh a little bit for me. Dave, ha ha. Operator, careful Dave, that sounded a little forced. Let's see if we can get you to laugh more genuinely. I just need a moment to find some material here. Let me buy us some time while I look for it. Take a look at your watch, Dave, and give an incredulous no way. Dave, no way. Operator, great. Now, if you haven't been moving around, try to pace a bit, or maybe do a light kicking thing with your foot. Dave. Operator, okay, I've got that material I was looking for. Now, let's get that genuine laugh from you. Remember, Dave, we want people to see you having a good time. Alright, here it goes. Dave, what is an STD that mountain guides commonly get? Sherpies. Dave laughs. Operator, there we go. Dave. Operator. Okay, Dave. You're laughing a little too much now. Try to calm down or else you're going to look even more awkward than we started. Dave. Operator. Dave. Dave. Operator. Okay. Now you're going from awkward to unstable. Oh boy. I see in your file that you tend to laugh as a nervous response. Let me see if I can bring you down. Alright, here we go. I want you to think about how you couldn't satisfy Nadia when you two were together, and then how that led her to sleep with Tim. Dave. Operator, I'm sorry I had to do that. Dave, are you okay? Dave. Operator, Dave? Dave replies, Operator, Dave, I hear you breathing. Are we cool? Dave says nothing. Operator, okay, well we're approaching the end of the call. For a party situation, we recommend the call be about this length. Any longer and you'll just look lonelier. If you're comfortable returning to the party, just say, okay, later buddy. Dave replies, no. The operator says, Dave, you have to get off the phone now. Dave says, dude, she called me twice today. Operator, you're repeating yourself, Dave. Stop panicking. Take a deep breath. You'll be fine. We have to end this call. So, Dave, hey there. Operator, I'm going to say goodbye now, Dave. Hey there, hey there. Operator says, Dave, put down the phone and get out of there. You need to leave that party immediately. Hold out your phone and take a look at it like something is very wrong with it. And do not say hey there again. Dave says nothing. Operator asks, Dave? Dave says, all right. That was a little weird, but it was fun. Alright, I feel like doing one more. This was just 3 pages. I hope that's okay. Oh! What do you think? One more to call it there? You guys in for one more? One more. Ideas and opinions. I'm going one more. Okay, Space, I'll work on it after one more. Ideas and opinions. Idea. It seems that the best way to kill a magician's assistant is to cut the assistant in half at the waist. This also seems to be a good way to frame a magician for murder. The zero-sum game. I have found that people whose hair is teased do not like brain teasers. By the same token, people who like brain teasers do not have teased hair. It's clear that the human cranium cannot sustain both. Question: what do you get the man who has everything? Answer: a conscience. That guy is so greedy. A thing to try. If you are asked to describe a suspect to police sketch artist, describe in precise detail the features of the police sketch artist. This is one of the rare instances where two people can do one self-portrait. Capital punishment. A terrible way to die, being stoned to death. A worse way to die, being pebbled to death. A better way to die, being bouldered to death because it's much speedier. An observation. I have never been in a bad mood and near a beach ball at the same time. Causation, correlation, or fate. A story idea. Idea for a character-based story. Character is a Renaissance man, but just in terms of his personal hygiene standards. A general question. How many winos are also foodies? A warning. Sometimes it looks like I'm dancing, but it's just that I walked into a spider web. Hotel conundrum. The continental breakfast. What is it that makes continents so shitty at providing an adequate breakfast? An indicator. There seems to be an extremely low probability when I meet someone who has been described to me as brassy that I will like this person even a little bit. Movie concept. 2 words. Dragon orthodontist. A dictum. A know-it-all is a person who knows everything except for how annoying he is. Mike. Synonymous. 2 questions that are essentially the same are, how old do you think I am? And are you ready to feel awkward no matter how you answer that question? That's super relevant to tonight.
What's up, yo?
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Fact. The plastic knife is perfect for when a person just wants to make some marks on his food and get insanely frustrated at the same time. Revelation. I have an extremely low threshold for using the word threshold. On specificity. Maybe you should not call yourselves volunteer firefighters, but rather volunteer in advance firefighters, based on how rudely you treat someone who is just trying to help. You're welcome, by the way. Thought. What is the largest train set one can own before it becomes just a train? Note, the answer may depend on the smallness of your friends. Challenge. To wear a visor and appear credible at the same time. An idea. A horror story in which the world is invaded by creatures who are really good at tickling humans. It's no big deal at first, but when they won't stop, wait, let me reread that, I didn't understand. An idea. A horror story in which the world is invaded by creatures who are really good at tickling humans. It's no big deal at first, but when they won't stop, damn it. Oh, it's no big deal at first, but when they won't stop, damn it. I still don't understand that one, I'm sorry. Regarding the marching band, how much more interesting it would be to see a creeping band. On the arrogance of human beings, man exhibits a god complex. For example, consider the leaf blower. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Space, I owe you a cat cam. Oh, he was almost not green screened. There he is. Now he's not green screened. I like the stories too, Orange. I really like them. Space, can you see? I am so pumped. How did it go? Text me or call me and let me know how it went. I want to hear it. That's super cool. You requested Ploopy because you got Indy before. Give me 1 second, I'll peek out and see if I can see him. He also might be under the bed. I'm sorry, the IndyCam will have to do. That's super cool. That's super cool. Alright. Everyone, thank you guys so much for hanging out. That was such a wonderful night. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming out. I look forward to this all day. I hate you all, and I'll see you all soon. Have a good night, guys. Bye. Sunset Harding.